Howdy boys, it's NPC and today we're back for another episode of Drip or Drown, and in this episode we're going to be customizing one of the best looking cars in the entire game, the Grotti Cheetah Classic, because it is on sale this week. It is dirt cheap and definitely has fantastic customization, which we're going to dive right into. But of course, before we can do that, we have to go over the vote totals from last week's Drip or Drown episode, which was of the rampant rocket that you can see right here. I've given you guys a beautiful angle of the body shape of the vehicle. And in a very controversial 93-40, this vehicle was deemed drip worthy and somehow lives to see another day on the road. Somehow. Thank you guys for voting. It's really nice to see the votes total to above 100. Let's definitely get those up. We can get maybe one of the drips to over 100. Last thing I want to say before we dive into the customization is to drop a like if you guys enjoy the video and sub if you guys are new. I want to hit 100k by the end of this year. I know it's a big goal, but we can do it. And with that out of the way, let's get customizing. We've got armor and brakes first. For the bumper, we've got a lot of really good options here. So the thing with this is I think we need to, well, I was going to say build around a livery, but there's actually no livery, which is really interesting. I've done this in a white and red. I think that's a pretty classic one. I think we should start with the color actually, because it's a pretty detail oriented car and I think it helps to have a theme to build around. So, you know, the classic Ferrari colors are like red, yellow. I think the yellow is not too bad. Orange, I'm not the biggest fan of. A Cabernet red actually looks crazy, does it not? I've never done this in a Cabernet red. I've done it in like a bright red, like a Torino red. Cabernet red looks sick. Let's try it out. Let's try out like a Cabernet red, and then for the secondary color, maybe we can do, I don't know, is white too extreme? Or we can dim it a little bit instead of ice white, make it frost white. The trim color as well. That doesn't look too bad, right? That doesn't look too bad. For the primary color, I think we should change the pearlescent. Ooh, if we make that just like a cream, or I don't know, I'm thinking honestly, ice white or frost white, it gives it this almost purple plum color. And that looks really cool. That is not something I've seen before in this car. Something very cool. Shadow Silver does the same thing. It's just a little darker. That's a lot more red for sure. And we see plenty of red Ferraris. So it's kind of cheating a little, right? Oh, Cabernet red with a hot pink pearlescent. This might have to be featured in another video. A new color combos video dropping soon. I don't know why I haven't released one of those in a long time, but that looks mean. I'm actually really liking this color combo, but this one looks insane as well. It's definitely colder. I think the other one's more appealing to the eye. That is for sure. Whoa, that looks insane. Race yellow. It looks disgusting. It looks like it looks like ketchup and mustard mixed. This looks kind of cool. It's got like a flame effect. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's gotta be, we might just have to do the fuchsia color. That looks crazy. Like no way this looks better. Like this just looks sad in comparison. So, okay, we're gonna go with the pink. Oh, this one's definitely a little more subtle. Fister pink's a little more subtle. Do we want to do that or do we want to go crazy with the hot pink? I think it looks nice in Fister pink. Maybe I'm being a pussy. This is just like too much. It's too modern. It's too crazy looking for an old Ferrari. So I'm going to go with Fister pink. I think this is the vibe. I think. We can always change that, of course. Anyway, let's go back to the bumpers now. Now that we have something to build around, we can do a white trim on the front here. Secondary splitter, I do think looks pretty cool. Maybe the retro one. The retro one does look really nice. And it's got one bar in the front. I think it honestly looks better with the three. A lot more detail like this. But then it's also got like the little shark teeth. Do we like that? Depends on what skirts we want to go with. But I think the white accenting does look pretty nice. So I might just do the sport. That's a lot of vertical lines though. It looks a little messy almost. Let's just stick with what we have in the retro for now. And then this back half of the car, we can do the secondary paint rear bumper. I think that looks pretty good. Engine upgrades, we're gonna max that out. Engine block, we can make the primary or secondary color. That is a really good question. I'm going to go with the secondary color. We literally can't even see it. Okay, very cool. For the exhaust, I think I like the dual exhaust on either side, but this does look pretty clean. The carbon tipped exhaust. I kind of want to do this one. I just think the blue is like not anywhere else on the car. There is some kind of like dark, deep, reddish, pinkish color like this though. I think we should leave it titanium. But I like the quad pipe, so I'm going to leave it stock. For the fenders, we can change the rear fenders right here. And it does need some side vents. I'm thinking, oh, these all look crazy, man. Like this one. This one looks really cool. Vented rear fender. That looks really good. Air intake into the rear engine, and then we've got that side vent. That looks so cool. Next for the hood, something that doesn't intrude too much. Probably this one, the retro hood with primary paint. I think is going to be the least intrusive while still giving a little bit of detail. Headlights, were sure we can modernize it a little bit, right? Like our paint color is not exactly rustic looking. Neon, I think we're going to skip out on. For the plate, we're going to go yellow and black. Well, we could do the red plate to kind of fit in a little more. That actually looks really cool. Let's go ahead and do that. And then for the roof, the Grotti Sunstrip, that's pretty clean. Oh, that's pretty clean, man. We could leave it off. I think it looks good. The Grotti Sunstrip, what color is that? It's got to be black or something. That white is too white. It's ice white. And we are rocking with frost white. So we're not going to do that. For the skirts, there's the secondary color ridge skirt or the secondary ridge skirt. And it doesn't have an indent. I like the indent. This one has writing on it. It says Grotti, but I think it's a lot more boring. This one gives the car more personality, more shape. For the spoiler, ooh, the retro spoiler looks really good. I don't think I want to add that fat wing on the back. I'm speaking too soon. Does not look that bad. I don't know if I like that. This is like a knockoff F40. Oh, this has the engine entirely exposed. I think just something like this, or it's got to just be like this. The retro spoiler, I don't think the spoilers look that good on this car. Like they're too far off the car, so I think this looks super good. Suspension, we are going to drop that down. It doesn't even do anything. Transmission, we're going to max it out to super turbo tuned. And then for the wheels, I really do like the stock wheels, but I feel like it's for sure got better options somewhere, right? Modern mesh looks pretty insane. Maybe in the street category, we'll find something that works for us. I feel like no rims really look bad on this car. It's just a good looking car. I think Hyperfreshes are what I have on my old one. We could go for something a little bit different. Segoys almost seem a little too street build like. I think the modern mesh looks crazy, man. I just think it's such a good looking rim for this car. We will try that. I think we'll try that. And then maybe we should change the rim color to be a little more exotic. Like we could, like this straw brown looks kind of insane. Maybe something a little darker. Dark ivory, dark coppers stands out a little too much, I think. Dark earth, that looks sick. Dark earth looks so good. Now let's check the rims one more time in case there's anything better like that. I've considered the Forge Star, but the back just looks stupid. Like it looks so, why does it look so raised? Anyway, moving on, bulletproof tires, tire design. I don't think we're gonna want to throw anything on considering it's not a race car. And then tire smoke we will leave in white as well. Lastly, for the windows, we can maybe do a dark smoke on that, and that is everything. Are we happy with this? Does this look cool? I think this looks pretty damn cool. This looks pretty damn cool, man. Okay, let's take it out and see it in better lighting. All right, here's the moment of truth. We're pulling out and... Oh yeah, that hits the spot. It's a little more red than I was expecting. I guess it is Cabernet red, but I don't know. The pink pearlescent looks insane, man. Oh my god, let's turn it around so it faces the sun. Jesus, bro. That looks so good. The wheel color looks perfect with this. I'm a really big fan of the white accents. I don't know if it's a little too much, but I think it looks good. I think it looks good on the car. I think the red plate is a little too much, for sure. It doesn't look that bad on the back, but on the front, it's like puckered lips. Anyway. Car driving around looks so cool. I think this is a pretty fresh take. I have not seen a pink one of these before. I've never even considered it in pink. It's technically red, but it's pink. I think this has got to be one of the best looking cars in the entire game. Like, it makes me want to get a Testarossa in real life. Not that I can afford one currently, but you know, something to work towards. It will happen eventually. Some kind of dream car will happen. I'll put it on the channel and perhaps I'll make it yellow because that's what will have gotten me there. Thanks to you guys. But anyways, the car looks phenomenal. It's only 600 grand. I would highly recommend you guys get it. It's not that expensive when it's not on sale as well. It's $800,000. It's got great performance. One of the fastest sports classic vehicles in the entire game. Has great customization. It just looks and sounds amazing, and I really think it's probably one of the best uses of money in your game for a leisurely car. Anyways, be sure to vote in the comment section below on whether you think this vehicle is a drip or drowns. Let's see if we can get the drip votes to 100, because no way this one loses. No way this one loses. And while you're down there, be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, comment down below, and let me know what kind of car you would like to see in the next Drip or Drown episode. Sub to the channel if you guys are new. We want to hit that 100k goal, and that's about it. Until next time, take care. Peace.